And we're live. Ahoy, 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 tady Eliška. I hope you're doing great and welcome to today's reflection video because it's the end of the year and it's a great, amazing time to take a moment and reflect on this year. And what we will do today together is that we will focus on emotions and the feelings in your reflection, because no matter how many videos you've seen, you had hundreds of hours, the lessons, but if you still don't feel as this confident speaker, if you are not able to talk to your friends, family, in-laws, colleagues, and you would love to, but this fear and low self-confidence is still not allowing you to, this is what we need to focus on. And reflection is one of the most important parts in language learning. So what we will do today, and this is what we are doing also in our brand new 6-month immersion program that we are now preparing for you, and we'll be launching in January. So if you want to know more, subscribe to our newsletter, slowczech.com/newsletter. And what we will do together today is to reflect on your language journey, the Czech language journey of this year. And also we will together prepare the plan for next year. So by the end of this video, you will, if you are going to do this with me today, you will have your small reflection. You will know what you're afraid of, why things don't work and what work. And also you will know what you're going to do in next couple of months. And I will be very honest with you. I will show you also what I have, because the tool we are using is the Wheel of Life. Some of you definitely know it, and I like it because, first of all, it's simple. Secondly, it's very fast, so that's why we will be able to do it today. If you are, just grab the paper and the pen and do it with me today. And third, I've done it this week with my mentor in our mastermind with other business owners, language business owners, and it's so great. So simple, you don't need more. So personally, I don't like spending 3 hours on reflection and the year compass or whatever. So if you are like me, let's do it together. And I will actually, I will do it with you. So let's get to work. Just grab a pen, the paper and the pen, and I will do it with you for my German. So I am not German learner currently, but it's something that I can imagine and something I can reflect on. So what you will need is to draw a circle. So you have a circle, and then you divide it into 8 parts. Like pizza slices, yeah? And so you have a pizza here. Now, what you need to think about is your Czech journey and you as a Czech learner. And you will write 8 areas that, 8 areas, and every area represents something important in your language journey. So for me, or it can be in general, it can be either like speaking, understanding, listening, so some skill. It can be feeling, like confidence when speaking to Czechs. Or it can be also cultural understanding, or it can be in general how you feel, like growth, growing, improvement in your language learning. So anything that feels important, and find 8 of them. So what I will have, for example, is understanding videos and podcasts. So this is my first area. Understanding videos and podcasts. Or I have my confidence in speaking German. So confidence. Speaking confidence. I have also working with others, with language buddies, with teachers. So continue, write 8 areas in your Czech language learning. If you need pause, because I've prepared those 8 areas a bit in advance, so maybe pause the video and think about what is really important, 8 areas that are important for you. So let me share my wheel. So understanding videos and podcasts, speaking confidence, working with others or speaking, practicing with others, practicing alone, talking to my German friends, mindset and motivation, and cultural understanding, and overall growth or improvement. Now, what I will do is that I will rate every area from 1 to 10, and I will imagine, so for example, understanding videos and podcasts, I will do I feel like 6. 1 to 10, I feel like 6. So I will write 6, and I will put a dot where the middle is 1, and the outer part of the wheel is 10, the highest one. So I will do all for all the areas. I will do it now. So do it with me. So now I have not very good numbers for my German. Some people connect the dots. I don't do that, but this should be like the goal of the wheel of language learning, because then you can see when the wheel is like rolling, you can see where the problems are and where your strengths are. Now, what are we going to do with those numbers is you are going to ask yourself, why are those areas so good? Why did these areas work so well? And you reflect, you think how you feel about that. Why? So if I take the 3 more important, the highest ones, which is for me understanding videos and podcasts, speaking confidence, and cultural understanding. So it's like 4, 4, 5, 6. So it worked for me the most because I like doing it. It's what I'm interested in, and I like spending my free time on it. That's the reason why it worked so well. Or I can share with you actually the wheel of my business life. And I have sense of purpose, number 10, ease in work, ease it in business, 8, number 8, and relationship with clients, with students, number 8. And why are those areas so good? Why did it work so well? Is because I am now where I wanted to be 10 years ago, and I feel good about that. And the reason is that I leaned into what is natural for me. So for me, it's natural to create connections, to talk to people. I love just connecting people. This is like the most important part of slowczech for me, that we know each other, and together, by creating good relationships and connection, we are able to grow. So, or a sense of purpose, well, I'm doing what I love, what I believe in, and I believe that slowczech will help you, or is already helping you too. So my purpose, I know that I'm changing your lives, I'm helping others by doing what I love and what I am very good at. So I just leaned into what is normal, natural for me, and I don't have to go, I can reflect, like, I don't need to learn other things or pretend to be someone else, or, it's just me being me and doing what is inside, what in my soul, kind of. So now ask yourself, why are those areas so good in your Czech learning? What's the reason? Once you have that, write it down or just reflect, up to you. Then what you are going to do is you look at the other areas, and you ask yourself why they are not where I want them to be. What is the reason? So if I continue sharing with my slowczech, the business, wheel of life, the growing up, the growth is not where I want it to be, because I've heard too many times that Czech language is too small and that not enough people learn it, so I'm not able to do big stuff around it. This is like my reason, my fear, why slowczech is not growing as I would love him to grow, So why, for example, in my German, talking to German friends, why isn't it where I want it to be? Well, because for me it's easier to switch to English instead of being confident enough about my German that I'm able to continue in German. And I know it will be harder, it will be slower, but I know that if I practice, next time I will get better. So talking to friends, why is it not where I want the area to be, is because it's easier for me to switch to English and continue talking English to them. So this is my reason. Do it for 2-3 areas that you don't like where they are right now. And the last question you are going to ask yourself is, what am I afraid of? So take the same areas that don't work. So talking to friends in German, take this and ask yourself, or in Czech, what am I afraid of? So if I go back to my slowczech wheel of business, it was growing of slowczech, and my fear is that I have to become that typical Czech who is, in my mind, your can be different, but I'm being honest and saying that to me the typical Czech is a bit pessimistic and always or very often hiding feelings and thoughts, and instead of doing something, organizing, changing, telling people that he's not happy, he'll just hide it, be angry about it, or just discuss with friends. So for me, I am afraid that I have to become this person in order to make slowczech grow, which is not true. It's not true. Fear, this fear and fear overall, is just liar. It's illusion. It's not true. Fears. Well, this is my topic now, and actually, I'm preparing a workshop. Maybe longer one on fears for next year. So if you want to hear about that, again, subscribe to newsletter and you will receive the invitation. It will be free, 3 workshop, I think. And it will also be part of an extended version of the 6-month immersion program. But this is my fear. Why am I afraid to grow more or to be the growth area where I want it to be? So if I get back to my German, talking to my German friends, what am I afraid of? So I am afraid that they will laugh or they will not be patient enough and they will get bored when talking to me in my slow German. Langsam, sehr langsam. So this is my fear, that they will get bored, they will not enjoy spending time with me, and then they will prefer to do something else instead of being with me. So do this for 2 or 3 areas that are not where you want them to be, and really maybe pause again and ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And you will spend some time in here and go deeper. Maybe ask why and why. 5 Whys method by Toyota. Very good to get to the root of the problem, and then you will know what to do about that. So what we did is we asked why some areas are so good, then why some areas are not where I want them to be, and then what am I afraid of? And if you look at what worked for the areas that are good, ask yourself, for the areas that didn't work very well, can I apply this to other areas? So for me, leaning into what is natural for me for slowczech, can I apply it to other areas? How? This is a reflection for yourself if you want to continue, but it's not necessary because it will come naturally. Now, what we're going to do is we will kind of close the 2024 with these thoughts, and it's not that now you have to sit and figure everything out. The best ideas and the ideas that are like aligned with who I am, they are coming in the relaxed moments when you are just going to sleep or walking outside the nature, where your brain is not overwhelmed by everyday life and family stuff and so on. So you just know now, you have some aha moments. Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know what your aha moments are, what you're afraid of, or maybe how you can change the way you are looking at your language learning. I would love to know, and others too, to get inspired. And now when we are closing, we are gonna, let's say, project ourselves in this state to the next year. And it's a very simple tool again, and it's writing a letter to yourself by starting, "Dear Eliška, you are amazing," or "you are awesome. Congrats on speaking to your friend Hannah in German for an hour. Congrats on having finally approached your neighbor in German and having laughed about some experience of yours. Be very specific by imagining what you want to achieve next year, and imagine that you have already achieved that. You go to that moment, you are there, like celebrating that I have finally spoken to my German or Czech neighbor, and it felt so good. And I'm writing like, congrats, you've done it. So you will write a letter to yourself from the future by saying that it's already done. Choose 3, 4, 5 things maximum. And for example, for me in slowczech, it was one of them was because slowczech is very related to my family life too. So congrats on having enjoyed that wonderful summer in Finland with your family and your parents. Because this is one of my goals for next year, and it's very related to slowczech due to the financial situation. But I imagine that I've already been to Finland, and I'm writing myself that I've done it, and I enjoy that, and it makes me feel so great. So the reason why we're doing this, and maybe pause the video now and just take time, really 2 minutes, not more. Just write what's on your mind, what makes you excited, and do not overthink this. The whole point of today's video is to do it now, not after finishing the video, not tomorrow, because you will not do it, right? So just pause the video now, take 2 minutes maximum, write that letter, okay? Okay, so the point of this now, when you have your letter, is, and I guess you understand very well, but let me just sum up, is you now know about 3, 4, 5 things that you are going to do next year, and you know that you will achieve them. Once you know where your boat, or in case of slowczech, it's the balloon, so where your balloon is heading, you have your destination. There is no way that you are not achieving it. You know where you're going, and by getting into how it feels, so your positive feelings are making you the good actions, because our actions are driven by our feelings, our emotions. So if you feel like not confident, bad about yourself, sad or angry, so you will take different action, like hire bad teacher, or just buy some course or another book that is not working for you. But if you feel great that, okay, I know that I have achieved this, I have already spoken to my neighbor in Czech, and it felt so good, and actually it was easy. So you will take different action. You will maybe just write some words in Czech that you want to tell him, even go and then take the paper and go to him next time you see him and even read it. And then you will say like, oh, I've done it. And it was easy. Because you've done it from different emotions. You've done it from the feeling and emotion of excitement and of fulfillment, of like, I won, my small win is here. So if our language learning, the Czech learning, is driven by positive feelings and goals, so I know what I want and I'm excited, this is what I want, it makes me happy, there is no way we are not gonna achieve it, right? So to close today's video, close the year, I would love to thank you for being with us, for learning with us, or even just following us. And I genuinely believe that language is just a tool, and we should not focus on language itself. What we are focusing on is building the relationships, connecting to important people in our lives who are Czech, and feeling happier due to connecting with others, because we are social creatures. And this is what slowczech is all about. The method is you immerse yourself in the language, and then you practice. And then you get the third pillar is the confidence. So you know how to work with your fear, you know what are your goals, how you are feeling about that. And all this will just naturally allow you to build that connections with people you love, your in-laws, the family of your or even your friends and colleagues at work. So I'm very happy that slowczech has this vision, he's going towards this vision. Hopefully see you in our 6-month program or somewhere else on Instagram, on Facebook, in newsletter. And once again, thank you for allowing me to help you, because this is what I truly enjoy, and this is what I'm so grateful for. When I see your results, when I see how far you've become, because this is just thanks to you. You know you can do it, and you do. And slowczech teachers and we are here just to like tuk and cheer you up. But the work you do and you've done so far, and you've done you did this year, it's just fabulous. So congratulations. And I'm just looking, is there anything else I would love to share with you? Well, I guess that's it. Now you have a reflection on this year, you have a nice letter as plan for next year. If you want to share privately, send me an email. I'll be very, very happy to read it, and I will answer you definitely. And now just přeju krásný konec roku, šťastný nový rok, and I really can't wait to see where 2025 brings you, and how 2025 will finally be the year when you become that confident Czech speaker that you know that you can become. Tak měj se hezky, uč se česky a krásný konec roku. Ciao.